Turbo's too big. My turbo that I have is too big. R33, I think. So either I should get a different AR size housing for my turbo, or get a different turbo. Welcome back, guys. So we're gonna discuss what options we have for the turbo setup. Over here I made myself a rig that mimics the cylinder head of the car. So this is the OEM headers with the OEM Y pipe, which runs down to this is where there used to be cats fitted. So Speedy added this pipe in when I was still running NA. So what I did, my first turbo setup, is utilize my OEM headers for my turbo setup, and we'll assembly that right now, and I'll show you how that looked like with the turbo on, and then we'll have a discussion of why we're changing to the new setup. So in a few seconds.
A few moments later.
As you can see, this is now the complete setup, including the downpipe. So over here I welded in two pipes that connect to the twin scroll D4 flange, and from there it goes to the turbo, downpipe out of the car. So the main issue I was having with this setup is this, as you can see, this cutout that we made here on the downpipe. This was to create a bit more space for air to move in from, because over here is my brake master. So the brake master was too close to the downpipe. The heat that was generated by the downpipe was too close to my brakes, and my brakes were fading a bit. So I was scared that this setup would cause the brakes to fade when driving long distances. So this is why I'm moving away from this setup. I ordered this setup from X-Parts. As you can see, this is a lot tighter, but the problem we're having, because of our exhaust housing is pressing up against the body of the car. So either I use a smaller turbo with this manifold, or right now I don't have money for a smaller turbo, and this turbo barely has any mileage on it. As you can see, this is a China turbo, a T70. It hasn't really worked yet. There's no movement on the shaft. There's a journal bearing turbo, but this is a fake turbo. It's not an original Garrett or Borg-Warner or Precision turbo. This is just a budget entry-level turbo for my setup, while I'm trying to figure out what will work best for my setup. So I'm moving away from this heat soaked setup to have something a bit closer. As you can see over here, this is the standard size of the exhaust header. What we'll be doing today is we'll be trying to create the similar setup as to this one, but have it sit closer over here and move the turbo to this side, where this one, the turbo is perpendicular to the block. We'll have the turbo sitting slightly either higher or a bit lower. So let's see what we'll get at today, and hopefully we will achieve something that we'll be able to use while we source either a GTX 30 or GTX 30 equivalent turbo, but we'll see. First, my main aim is right now to booster cut 1 bar and just have it running safely. Have a setup that's safer for my brakes, safer for heat management. It really gets hot in Windhoek, so but while keeping it still responsive. What I'm a bit skeptical about is the size, but as you can see, the size is almost the same, and we'll get cracking from there. So let's see what we can fabricate today.
And more power, baby. More power, baby. More power, baby.
Whoa, jump off the diving board into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that I really gotta. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. Burning up inside the inferno. I'm past the point of no return, I need to let go. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen. On a house on the hill, Rory for the thrill. Ice on my wrist, just to know how I feel. I just wanna wake from my dream and be here when that's real. That's real love. This ain't the life for you. You'll never make it through. But there's a chance that I pull. Jump off the diving board into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that I really gotta. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. Burning up inside the inferno. I'm past the point of no return, I need to let go. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. A little empty is my situation. Oh, I've been good, I've been so patient, but the void won't fill up. It's still here, though I tried, yeah. It's no chance, it's by design. I get it if I decide. And what monsters wait on the other side? Jump off the diving board into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that I really gotta. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. Burning up inside the inferno. I'm past the point of no return, I need to let go. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. Jump off the diving board into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that I really gotta. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. Burning up inside the inferno. I'm past the point of no return, I need to let go. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, the million. into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that I really, really gotta. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, amen, the millions. Burning up inside the inferno. I'm past the point of no return, I need to let go. I'm chasing M's, the millions. Amen, amen, the millions. On a house on the hill,
So over here we have this was just stick welded quickly to get more or less an idea of a turbo manifold. I cut this all myself, and it's still hot, but I split 3 cylinders, and coming to the twin screw. As you can see here, there is no wastegate yet, but before we get there, I want to see how it's gonna fit in the car with the turbo mounted up. And as you can see over here, it's a bit higher than the manifold, but it's a lot closer, so I hope to gain a lot of room on this side. Hopefully this manifold will mean I don't have to move too much. This I won't weld up myself. I'll give it to Jeremy to weld up, and this will just be a stencil, Jeremy from R32. But yeah, this will just be a stencil for him to use, and to get the car running. So yeah, let's see what we can get going. So the second shot would be in the car with the turbo on. So there we have the manifold in the car. As you can see here, we got some space. We want some space. Instead of the turbo sitting up here, we're sitting down here, but we still have some room for improvement. So we can take down the downpipe just over here and run up to the flange, or we can decide to either turn this up here, like turn the turbo with the flange sitting flat here, and have 2 pipes meeting the turbo on that side. So I can play around with the design a bit more, but I guess we want something. We want some room over here. This is good. Nothing is close to the turbo. At least I can say 5 centimeters right around the turbo. That's a lot more than what it was. If we just check at the space, let me mock up the brake boost. So I added the brake boost over here. As you can see, the space is a lot. So you can get the downpipe down here with a tight 90, or I'd opt to move the turbo a bit more to the right, because yeah, tight 90 down here instead of the downpipe going down here. So I guess we want something. As always, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Please do leave a comment, and thanks to everyone that has already subscribed to the channel. We've hit 149 subscribers. I'd like to push it to 150, so I need one more subscriber, and I'll do a special shout out to him or her in the next video. So thanks guys, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and see you in the next video.